Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to the part one of this How to Get into Dota 2 series from a League of Legends player perspective. Um, throughout my life, I've been playing League of Legends since beta at the same time, simultaneously as I played Dota 2, and I came from Dota 1, of course. So I can see that it can be quite difficult to get into Dota 2. It can be quite overwhelming in the beginning, and vice versa. So I just want to make a quick and dirty tutorial on how to just get started, so you are not overwhelmed by all the, uh, you know, details and stuff. As I'm just a Herald player in Dota 2 right now, it's kind of equivalent to the Bronze League, I would say, um, bronze rank in League of Legends, so I'm not expert in Dota 2 by all means, but I know the basic to get me started. So I think that's the whole point here, right? So I don't want to. I'm not going to talk about all the itemization or how to farm creeps and all these creep denying creep and stuff like that. I'm just gonna skip all of that and go straight into how to just get started, just start playing. And in this part one of the series, I'm going to talk. I want to talk about the lane, the map, and the roles. I think you need to understand these things first before you can even start picking a champion. Look into which role to play and things like that. All right, it can be quite confusing because there are a few differences in between Dota 2 and League. So hopefully, I can explain all of that. So let's get started. So in Dota 2, the map is similar. It's around the same. In the mid, it has like the top lane, the bottom lane, and the mid lane, like that, right? And it has like camps or creeps or whatever you want to call them, like jungle creeps, all over the map. Well, it's the same thing. And then you have a baron in the middle. Okay, so it's almost the same. And there are like sacred shop, but I'm going to talk about this, later on in later series if you guys want to know. But the point is here, as you can see, in league we call it top lane, mid lane, and bot lane. But in Dota 2, it's called safe lane, mid lane, and off lane. Okay, um, and when you play on one side and you play on the other, on one side you have the safe lane on the bottom and the off lane on the top, right? In League of Legends, when you play on the other side, top lane stays as top lane and bottom lane stay as bot lane. But in Dota, it get flipped into so the safe lane become the top lane instead of the bottom lane. If you're on the so-called dire side, right? It's radiant and dire. What they call it is a red and blue, right? So um, so beware of that. So basically, in Dota 2, when you say you play AD carry, right? You play in League, you play against the other team's AD carry and support, right? But in Dota 2, you'll be playing against the top laner. So the off laner, right? It's what they call in Dota 2. So you need to be aware of that. And the objective for the offlaner is different when he plays against your ADC. So here's the main difference, right? And then we go into the roles and position. So in League of Legends, there are 5 roles, right? AD carry, support in the bot lane, and then you have a mid carry, usually AP carry in the mid lane, and then you have a top lane and a jungler, right? Like that. But in Dota 2, it's called by number. It's called position 1 to 5. 1 to position 1, position 2, position 3, position 4, and position 5, like that. So what what do they do? So let's talk about it. So first of all, position 1 is kind of your League of Legends AD carry. It's usually AD, but it works a bit differently. It doesn't have to be a range character or marksman. It can the point with Dota is that it has this leveling system and it gives the character stats over the period of the game. So ADC or not ADC, like position one carry heroes in in Dota tend to be quite weak in the beginning, in the start, but he gets strong. It gets stronger and stronger over the period of time. So usually, they need really good support to support it. So that's why position 5. I'm just gonna talk about the safe lane, the bottom lane first. So you have the hard carry, supposed to be really strong in the late game, and with a support player, a support role. So it's the same as League of Legends. Okay, and then position 2 in the middle is in the middle here. So that's the mid laner. It's basic, so it's the same. So not much to talk about there. Um, and then you have, and what's confusing with Dota 2 is that there is this position 3 and 4 in the top lane or off lane, we call it, right? So position 3, off lane, is kind of like the top laner or top player or top role. So it's usually a juggernaut or someone stays in lane, strong enough to withstand attacks and from the hard carry on the other side, which is the position 1. Yeah, because you're not playing against the opponent's top laner in Dota 2. You'll be playing against the ADs or not the hard carry, right? With the support. And then you have position 4. So position 4 is really unique role in Dota 2. Since Dota 2 does not really have like a jungle role as this like soft support. So what it means is that its role is supposed to support um, mainly the offlaner if it struggles against the hard carry and the support. It can come in and help. But usually this position 4 is supposed to be half jungler and half support of the top lane or off lane in Dota 2, right? And it usually roams around and gang as well. So if you compare to League of Legends, I think the closest to a jungler is the position 4 guy. Yeah. So and once again, as you can see on this map or that I found on out there, um, the roles, the position of the roles is swapped. Not in the same way as League of Legends. You have a hard carry in the top on the dire side on the I think blue, yeah, and you have the if you flip on the other side on the radiant side, the green side, you have hard carry on the bot lane, yeah. So that's the gist of it. So I hope it helps you understand um, the the basic laning in Dota 2 and the role. So if you guys want this to continue, please leave a comment or two. Let me know what you want to know. I'm thinking of doing talk about the client first, the Dota 2 client, because it's like space cockpit, to be honest, of a client. It's really confusing. So hopefully I can get that clear, and then we can go into more in depth about each role and which champion to play or which hero to play. And talk a bit about itemization to just get you started enjoying the game and get your feet wet, I guess. So thanks a lot. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.